makes it so difficult in the sense that those who are born here, who are born here, got nowhere to go. The only thing they know, the only place they know is here. And it makes sense why these people don't want to come to grip with the fact that we are never going to be free. The matter of fact, we are never going to be equal to those who got us enslaved. And if you were to go back since racism started, 400 plus years plus now, African Americans still 1% when it comes down to those who are the rich. Still 1%. Still is. It tells you. And I understand why these people don't want to talk about it, or they don't even want to speak about it. They just want to live on because it's a reality that, that they got to accept. It's here. It's not going to change. We got to live with it. There's nothing else we can do. And it don't make sense for you to come in and try to wake up something that we will die and stay in our state for the rest of our lives. And I just got that realization yesterday when I watched the video. That African Americans, it makes sense why they would rather just go with the flow and work for the white people and be very passive and be very quiet and don't voice the pain and take all the pain and suck all the pain in, because at least at least they gave you the chance to at least to survive. At least to survive. So we take that. We're not gonna change nothing. So why not live with whatever they're trying to extend or give us? It makes sense. And I sympathize with that because if I'm in that same position, born here and raised here, then I would have said the same thing. Like, hey, nothing else we can do about it. We watch great leaders who came and they're gone and things still are the same. So, we have adjusted to that. We have accepted the fact that we second class, and that's that. So don't try to throw it in our face, like we're not trying to make effort. We taught about this. We march on this thing. We have done everything there is. And you're a young cat just coming in. We've been doing this thing for years. We have had leaders who came through and went through. So this is not a brand new thing. So we have finally decided to say we accept the fact that we nobody. And not only we nobody, is that we don't have a community that is classified as an African American community. Let's be realistic now. We don't have a community that states African American community. It was something that I just heard. And and for me, who I travel across the 5 boroughs in the city, I haven't seen an African American community. No, I haven't seen one. As a matter of fact, I've seen the hood. And even the hood, it means that the word neighbor is subtracted, so it's the hood. And within the hood, there's nothing going on. There is no relational activity in the hood. So automatically that's dead. So it just tells me that African American would just be people who trying to tag along and get along with other race of people. That's just what that's exactly how it looks, and that's what it's been looking like, and it been happening. African American always got to get along with Africans, Americans, not African American, with Africans, with Mexican, with other race of people, and even get along with white people. With that need of being let me use the best word, that need of being accepted. To make them feel like, if you can't be yourself or you can't exist, on your own. Because they alleviate everything that makes them to believe that they can be something. So it makes sense why when an African American successful, they move on the hills, they move close to other race of people. And they neglect their own people, because you know what? We don't have a place that we can label or call our own. We don't. Places back in the day that African American could call their own, the Harlem and stuff like that, a part of Brooklyn and other places like that. Even if we were to go down to Queens, it's not no more. Gentrification changed that whole course, eradicate the whole memory that people had when they were kids. Over time, over years, those memories will be gone. Now it will be, and all their memory, the thing that they can recall, will be changed and be replaced by different race of people culture. So it's kind of hard to take that in. It's kind of hard to accept the reality. It's hard to accept the reality that, look, bro, this is how it is, man. It's not going to change. We already made our mind to just be the second class citizen. do exactly what was told. I mean, as a matter of fact, and they tell us to do anything, we gonna do it. You know what I mean? We got no choice. So it makes sense when you see a black man like me, or the black man, or any black man who's stand up for African American or stand up for black people. No, not black people. African American. It makes sense why they go against them. Because you know what? Look, stop bringing back the reality, man. You know what I mean? And the white man would make this to say, hey, how we come to this amicable agreement that, look, you guys are going to be second class citizen. So why is that black brother out there trying to make us look bad, or trying to like tarnish, or trying to bring that conflict between us when we already agreed on that? So it makes sense why African American would be upset with another man like me or any other black man who's trying to stand up and bring a light to the truth. You know what I mean? That'll be upset about it. You know what I mean? Man, we don't care about it. And it's easy for them to be misled. And when a white man or anybody else tell them, or a white police officer tell them, you know what? Look, that guy right there, you know what I mean? Woo, 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 woo. So it's easy for them to you know what I mean? Because the mind's already sold. You know what I mean? Why not listen to white man? Because that's the only people who really have our best interests. Why not listen to the white police officer who telling us about a black man who is trying to educate our minds to what's going on? Why can't we look at our black man to be an antagonist? You know what I mean? So their mindset is set like that. So it's kind of hard to really change that. You know what I mean? But just watching the news, not watching the news, just watching the video and seeing myself being educated to the fact that this is a racial race is ordered by economic status. And where African Americans are right now, they would never surpass the white man. They will always be slave to the white man. And they can play basketball and be rich in sports, still within that 1%. Think about that. It's just me being educated. It's just me educating you guys. This video right here will be posted on my YouTube page. You know what I mean? Because the more the mind is educated, to me, the better it is. I know it's kind of hard to accept the reality, but that's the truth. You know, when I heard her telling me that stuff yesterday, and I watched some videos yesterday, it was amazing, man. My eyes were awake. And that's the reason why I always tell you guys, learn, teach yourself, be educated, listen to things that has to do with your culture, and not this flamboyant, not this fake stuff that you guys see on YouTube. It's all about people who are already successful, who is not like you, who are successful, and tell you about how great their life is. You know what I mean? And trying to deter your mind from the reality. What am I doing sitting here watching videos from other race of people who not really eating clothes or having experienced racism, and their perception about wealth is greater and way greater than your perception. You know what I mean? These folks are excited about everything that's going on in their lives because since they're being born, they're being excited. You've been born, been going through hell all your life. So you're watching these people tell you about their life and how great their life is. You know what I mean? And you wish that you were in the position. You would never be. Do you know why you would never be in the position? Because this is genetic. Not genetic. This is inherited wealth that was passed on for you being slave. So why would I admire people who use you to be slave, to be rich, and you sit there and hope that hopefully, yeah, I admire their lifestyle, and all you do is just imagine something that is never going to happen for you. But when you understand your culture, and you understand those who been through your struggles, or those who been through or succeeded and went further, come back to the reality and say, you know what? Look, this is all about an economic status. You know what I mean? You know, y'all would never be at this level. The white man already, matter of fact, lock up 87% of the wealth in this country in the white neighborhood. I just found that out. You know what I mean? That most of the wealth in this country is in the white neighborhood. It's in the white neighborhood. It's not in the black neighborhood. The Jewish people today that you guys admire today to be one of the most richest people today, their money is turned. They flip the money around. The white people flip the money. Go back to them. Any other race of people, African, flip the money, go back to them. When African American flip the money, it doesn't go back to them. Go back to other people. The matter of fact is that even though we're 1%, but we spend all our money somewhere else. Some of the things that we could be doing on our own, utilizing our own hands to be able to retain the money. You know what I mean? And try to look around and see whether there's a black shop down the street, and the black mechanic down the street. There's someone who's black struggling, trying to make a living. Why not ask them to do something for me? But we don't trust our own kind. We don't go down to ask our own kind, man, help me out. How this work? Let me learn this for you. We don't think our own kind can educate us because We don't think that they have the capacity to do that. But any other race of people, African, whites, Mexican, Jewish people, Italians, they all go back to their own kind and ask them a question. I'm an African. I'm telling you guys that. Go back to their own kind and ask them how you made it. We don't go and ask our own kind how they made it. We don't. We'll spend time trying to emulate and mimic other culture, other race of people, how they got rich. But what we forget to understand is that they did not start from zero. They did not start from poverty. They did not start from slavery. They start way up here. So why am I going to learn from someone who started way up here, telling me about success, about wealth, when they haven't started from the bottom zero or never been slave? Show me a man who been slave and passed on the white man's suppression and got here. That's the man I want to listen to, because then he understands the struggle of the scale. I'm going to listen to a white man who telling me about how he got rich when he went to Harvard or Princeton, never experienced racism. And you guys spend time listening to these people trying to educate your people, and you guys don't understand the bad foundation of where they came from. Open your minds, man. I'm just telling you guys.